Yes, now we are going to discuss about later Mughals. You know, so many aspirants they don't know about later Mughals, especially in our high schools. They can say about later Mughals. Later Mughals means from Babur to Aurangzeb, they are called greater Mughals. So as per earlier class, Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. These are called greater Mughals. And after Aurangzeb, who came to rule Mughals dynasty, they are called later Mughals. But greater Mughals have lot of importance. Greater Mughals administration, it is having most importance. But now we are going to discuss about later Mughals. So later Mughals, they have no much information. Just in brief, we are going to discuss about these later Mughals. Why? Because you see, no later Mughal has a lot of importance. Just a little bit information we will have. We require little bit information. That's why we are going to describe or we are going to explain about these later Mughals. So basically, in the beginning I told you, basically these Mughals are two kinds. That is greater Mughals, later Mughals. Okay. So later Mughals from 1707 to 1857-58. So after Aurangzeb, his son, so Muwazam, his son is called Muwazam. His son is called Muwazam. Actually, according to historians, Aurangzeb has two sons, Azam and Muwazam. So there was the clashes between both of the sons of Aurangzeb for the throne. So here Muwazam defeated Azam and he became the ruler. That's why, so here the first ruler of these later Mughals, that is Muwazam, he came to throne on the title of Bahadur Shah Jafar I. Bahadur Shah Jafar I. So he is called Bahadur Shah Jafar I. This is the title. Bahadur Shah is the title. So we have later Mughals. We have total 11 later Mughals. But in that 11 later Mughals, just we have 9 important Mughals. So this is Bahadur Shah Jafar I. He is the first ruler of later Mughals. So his period, just I can mention the periods also. So 1707 to 1712, this is the period of Bahadur Shah Jafar I. So what is the important points regarding Bahadur Shah? Just we have to discuss important points, bus. Okay. So here he released Sahu. Who was Sahu? So I want to say information regarding this point, Sahu. In 1689, Aurangzeb killed 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, son of Shivaji. Okay. Then he arrested 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧's son Sahu. Sahu was put in the jail by Aurangzeb. That's why whenever Bahadur Shah Jafar became the ruler, Sahu was in the jail. That's why Bahadur Shah Jafar released Sahu. Okay. And so next Bahadur Shah Jafar, so he prohibited, actually Aurangzeb reintroduced 𝗳𝗍 tax, but here he prohibited 𝗳𝗍 tax. That means after Aurangzeb, Bahadur Shah Jafar I prohibited 𝗳𝗍 tax. So these are the important points regarding Bahadur Shah Jafar I period. And second one we have Jahandar Shah. Second, after Bahadur Shah Jafar, we have second Jahandar Shah. So Jahandar Shah is from 1712 to 13. 1712 to 13. Just in his period, Zulfikar Ali was the prime minister of Jahandar Shah. Jahandar Shah was the puppet in the hands of Zulfikar Ali. That's why, so here Jahandar Shah prime minister Zulfikar Ali. In the hands of Zulfikar Ali, Jahandar Shah was the puppet also. Okay. So here in the period of Jahandar Shah, there were the continued the clashes between the Sikhs and Mughals. Actually, in his period, Bahadur Shah Jafar I, the clashes between Mughals and Sikhs, it is become close. But here again, they are raised. The clashes between Sikhs and Mughals are again it is raised. After Jahandar Shah, we have one more important person, important ruler, that is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. We have 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. He is from 1713 to 1719. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 is from 1713 to 1709. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. So, whenever 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 became the ruler, actually he was suffering from wound. He has some wound. So, Britishers have given the medicine and it is cured. It is cured. That's why he has given Farmana, golden Farmana to Britishers. So, that's why we have to, in 1717, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 issued golden Farmana, golden order to Britishers to do business in India. That's why the question, who was the Mughals ruler introduced golden Farmana? That is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. But unfortunately, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, he was killed by his prime minister and army chief. They are called Syed brothers. They are called Syed brothers. In the hands of Syed brothers, that is Abdullah Khan and Hussain Khan, they are called Syed brothers. Abdullah Khan and Hussain Khan, these are called Syed brothers in Indian history. So, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, he was a puppet in the hands of these brothers. So, Abdullah Khan, he was prime minister, Hussain Khan, he was army chief. So, they made 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 as a puppet. Then they killed 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. After 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, actually 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, he was killed by Syed brothers, but they created or they irritated 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 and he was killed by that Syed brothers. And now after 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 we have Mohammed Shah. So we have Mohammed Shah. Mohammed Shah, he ruled from 1719 to 1748. 1719 to 1748, that is Mohammed Shah. So we should remember, we have important points regarding Mohammed Shah. There are a lot of important points, especially here. Mohammed Shah, whenever he became the ruler, he killed Syed brothers, because Syed brothers are creating nuisance in the administration. That's why Mohammed Shah, he killed his that means Syed brothers, Abdullah Khan and Hussain Khan. Abdullah Khan was killed and Syed Khan is arrested. Mohammed Shah, he was helped by that person, that is Mir Kamruddin Khan. Mir Kamruddin Khan, he helped to Mohammed Shah while killing Syed brothers. Kamruddin Khan, who was Kamruddin Khan? Kamruddin Khan, he is also called Fateh Zeng. He is also called Asaf Jah. He established that he was appointed as Hyderabad Subedar. He is also called first Nizam of Hyderabad. So here, whenever Mohammed Shah is going to kill that Syed brothers, he helped to Mohammed Shah. Because of this reason, this Kamruddin Khan is appointed as Prime Minister of Mughals. But later he wanted to become as the Subedar of Hyderabad, Deccan Suba. So in the period of Mohammed Shah, Mir Kamruddin Khan is appointed as Subedar of Deccan Suba. So gradually later it's become Hyderabad Nizam Kingdom. That's why he is the founder of Hyderabad Nizam Kingdom. So Mohammed Shah has the title Rangila. Just we should remember, this is the title of Mohammed Shah. He has title Rangila. Rangila means joyful person. Joyful means always he wants to get enjoyment. He was a prophet. He has a talent. He was a Kathak dancer. Mohammed Shah has a talent in Kathak dancer. That's why Mohammed Shah, also called Rangila, he has the performer of Kathak dance. In India, we have so many dance styles. Just we remember, I am coming to this point a little bit information I want to give. So in India we have lot of dance styles. So in Tamil Nadu we have Bharatanatyam. So in Telangana Perni dance. In Andhra we have Kuchipudi. In Telangana we have Perni dance. And Kerala Kathakali, Mohiniyattam. Karnataka we have Yakshaganas. Orissa Odissi. In North India Kathak dance. In Manipur Manipuri. So these are the dance styles in India. So we should remember all these names. And here Mohammed Shah is the performer of Kathak dance. And in his period, in 1739, Nadir Shah is attacked on India. In 1739, in the period of Mohammed Shah, Nadir Shah attacked on India. Who was Nadir Shah? He is from Persia. He was Persian ruler, most talented and most energetic person, that is Nadir Shah. He attacked on India. So then Mohammed Shah was escaped from Delhi. So Kamruddin Khan, he went to Delhi from Hyderabad and he compromised with Nadir Shah. Then Nadir Shah asked Mir Kamruddin Khan, hand over the golden peacock throne and Kohinoor diamond. Peacock throne and golden diamond, sorry, Kohinoor diamond should be handed over to me, he asked to Mir Kamruddin Khan. You know, in the period of Shah Jahan, throne, it is peacock throne. And Kohinoor diamond, he got from Hyderabad. Kohinoor diamond, it is the world famous diamond. It has a lot of value. So this is the diamond from Hyderabad. It is given to Shah Jahan from our Qutub Shahis. So Kohinoor diamond and peacock throne, both are handed over to Nadir Shah. Then he compromised and he get back. So he went back to Persia. Again Mohammed Shah, he came to Delhi and started the ruling. Because of Mir Kamruddin Khan, there was the compromisation between Nadir Shah and Mohammed Shah. And in 1748, again the Persians are attacked on Mughals dynasty. That is Ahmad Shah Abdali. Ahmad Shah Abdali attacked on Delhi. So here also the compromisation between Mohammed Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali. So in the period of Mohammed Shah, we should have these points. After Mohammed Shah, we have Ahmad Shah. His period from 1748 to 1754, it is the period of Ahmad Shah. So in the period of Ahmad Shah, we have no any important point. But anyhow, so Ahmad Shah was the immediate successor of Mohammed Shah. So after Mohammed Shah, we have Alangir. So we have Alangir II. It is called Alangir II. After Mohammed Shah, we have Alangir II. It is from 1754 to 1759. 1754 to 1759. This is Alangir II. You know, in the period of Alangir II, we have one important war, that is 1757. In the period of Alangir II, we have an important war in India, that is war of 𝗧𝗧, Battle of 𝗧𝗧. Battle of 𝗧𝗧, it is the most important war and a remarkable milestone in India. Why? Because of this 𝗧𝗧 war, the British administration is established. That's why, so we should remember 𝗧𝗧 war in 1757. In the period of Alangir II, we have 𝗧𝗧 war, and after Alangir, we have Alam Shah. Alam Shah II is also called Alam Shah II. So he is from 1759 to 1806. He is from 1759 to 1806. So here in the period of Alam Shah, we have so many important dates. Especially, so here 1759 means then we have 1764. 1764. What is 1764? This is a war of or battle of Buxar. Battle of Buxar, it is happened in the period of Alam Shah. Battle of Buxar, it is in the period of Alam Shah. And so, whenever Alam Shah was ruling, he was defeated by Britishers in the war of Buxar. Because of Buxar war, so he was declared to get the pension. So, Britishers, they wanted to decide to give pension to Alam Shah. So, that is why this is the most important point. Who was the first British Mughals ruler? Who was first Mughals ruler? So, he got the pension from the British. But actually, they have decided but not given. British government, they decided to give but they have not given. It is called Rajavarnam. We can say like that, Rajavarnam. In the period of Alam Shah, we have to say one more thing. In the period of Alam Shah, in 1761, just we want to say this point also. In 1761, whenever Alam Shah was ruling India, there are third Panipat war. In 1761, we have third Panipat war. Okay, you know, it is between Afghans and Marathas. Third Panipat war, it is between Afghans and Marathas. So, here in third Panipat war, Marathas are totally damaged. So, they are collapsed. Maratha dynasty totally maximum it is declined. So, anyhow, so in 1761, third Panipat war is happened in the period of Alam Shah II, and now we have Akbar II. He is also called Prince Akbar, and he ruled from 1806 to 1837. So, the most important point here, actually Britishers they announced to give pension, that means Rajavarnam to Alam Shah, but they have not given to Alam Shah, and here Akbar wanted that pension from Britishers, but he sent to Britishers Parliament. He sent Britishers Parliament to Raja Ram Mohan Rai. So, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, he sent to British Parliament to discuss about, to explain about the pension to British Parliament. So, actually Ram Mohan Rai, he knows in those days he was intellectual in the English also. He is knowing the English language. That is why, so they wanted, Akbar wanted to discuss, wanted to explain about the pension system in British Parliament. So, he selected Ram Mohan Rai. Ram Mohan Rai is the suitable person. That is why he has given title to Ram Mohan Rai. So, from that day onwards, Ram Mohan Rai is called as Raja Ram Mohan Rai. That is why you remember, this is the title, Raja, it is the title as given to Ram Mohan Rai. So, this is one of the point in this information. And second point we have to say, he is the first Mughals ruler got the pension from Britishers. Next, last ruler in later Mughals, that is Bahadur Shah Jafar II. Bahadur Shah Jafar II. So, Bahadur Shah Jafar II is from 1837 to 1857-58. Bahadur Shah Jafar II. He was a last ruler of Mughals. So, we have question like this: who was last Mughals emperor? Who was last Mughals emperor? That is Bahadur Shah Jafar II was last Mughals emperor. That is why you should remember who was last Mughals emperor, that is Bahadur Shah Jafar II. So, Bahadur Shah Jafar, when he was ruling Mughals dynasty, so the most important incident, 1857 revolution, the first war of Indian independence. It is called, so first war of Indian independence, also called 𝗖𝗺𝗺 revolution. It is happened in the period of Bahadur Shah Jafar II. So, here Bahadur Shah Jafar also supported to this movement, this incident. Because of this reason, Bahadur Shah Jafar actually, so he supported to the revolters. That is why British government it has taken seriously. He was arrested and kept there in Rangoon jail. So, Burma, it is Rangoon jail. Bahadur Shah Jafar, he put in Rangoon jail. But actually you see, Britishers killed his total family. Bahadur Jafar's total family is killed by Britishers, and Bahadur Jafar put in Rangoon jail. So after that means in 1862, Bahadur Jafar too, he was died in Rangoon jail. That's why, so this is the King Bahadur Jafar II. He was last ruler of Mughals empire. So this is, we can say, the later Mughals and greater Mughals. Total we have 15 Mughals rulers. Total we have 15 Mughals rulers. In that 15, 6 are greater and 9 are later. So this is the later Mughals. But anyhow, the Mughals effect, it is on Indian traditions, Indian culture, Indian living style. So from Babur to up to Bahadur Jafar II, this is totally Mughals empire. So now we are going to discuss about the Mughals administration. So Mughals have given a perfect administration to India. They established perfect administration. Because of, you see, from Babur ruling, we are getting good administration system. Because Akbar, he started the good administration. From the period of Akbar, we are having the great administration, perfect administration. Because Babur, he has taken Sher-Shah as the role model. Sher-Shah was a role model to Akbar in the administration. So Akbar is followed by Jahangir, Jahangir is followed by Shah Jahan, Shah Jahan is followed by Aurangzeb. That's why total Mughals administration having lot of importance. It has affected on Indian administrative system totally. So now you see, so what is the classification of kingdom in Mughals period? So it is a empire. First we can say empire or kingdom. So this kingdom, empire or kingdom, it is classified into Subha. It is classified into Subha. Subha also classified into Sarkar. It is also classified into Sarkar. Sarkar is classified into Fargana. So it is classified into Fargana. Fargana is classified into Grama or village. So we can say village or Grama. But this is the classification of Mughals empire, Mughals kingdom. So here ultimately head was Sultan or Padshah or king, Sultan or Padshah. So this is the head. And Subha, Subedar. Subedar means it is like state. It is like state Subedar. And Sarkar will have Fauzdar. Sarkar will have Fauzdar. So, and next to Fargana, it has Iqtadar. And here Patwari or Gumasta, these are the heads of different stages of kingdom. So empire, it has Sultan or Padshah. Because you see, Mughals, they have the title Padshah. They have the title Padshah. All Mughals maximum they will have the title Padshah. Akbar Padshah, we can say like this. So Jahangir Padshah. That's why here Sultan or Padshah is head of the empire. Then this kingdom is divided into Subha. Subha means states. This is Subedar. So in the period of Akbar we have 15 Subhas. For example, Dakkan, it is also one of the Subha. That's why Subedar or Subha. And Sarkar. Sarkar means like a district. Head of Sarkar is Fauzdar. And Fargana, it is like Taluka. So head of Fargana is Iqtadar. And village. So village is the important organ, important classification in the Mughals period. Because village, whenever village is strong, automatically this stage, all these stages will have the strongness. That's why, so village is the most important low level organ in the administration of the Mughals. And you see here the Sultan or Padshah is a superior, ultimately is the superior. It is called a centralized administration and decentralized administration. Centralized administration means Padishah will have all the powers and he will distribute the powers to low level authorities. That's why, so here the Padishah is the centralized administrator, ultimately superior, and he distributed the powers to Council of Ministers. So here Mughals Padishahs have the Council of Ministers. For example, in the period of Akbar, we have 9 Council of Ministers. In the period of Aurangzeb, we have 11 Council of Ministers. And in the period of later Mughals, we have 16 to 17 Council of Ministers. That's why, so we have Council of Ministers, it is the advisory body to the Padishah. And here, the most important person, that is Vakil. That is Vakil. So Vakil means here Prime Minister, nothing but is the Prime Minister. After Sultan, after Padishah, Vakil is the most important person. So he helps to the king, and we have the classification of this Council of Ministries. But you see, in the administration, especially in the Akbar administration, we have financially a strong system. Akbar political system, Akbar administration, it is a financially, it is very good administrative system, because his finance minister is Todarmal. Akbar, how he succeeded? Why? Because Akbar being uneducated, but he succeeded in the administration, in the financial system also, because Todarmal was the financial minister. Because of that financial system, so Todarmal introduced Bandobast system. Just we have to remember this point. Todarmal was financial minister of Akbar. Actually, Todarmal worked in the period of Sher Shah. After Sher Shah, he joined in Akbar's court. That's why he was a financial minister. So also called revenue minister. So he introduced Bandobast system. What is Bandobast system? Bandobast system means, first of all, they can classify the lands, which are lands cultivating by the people. So Bandobast system means the lands will be classified. So on the depends on the soil nature. So depends on the soil nature, the lands are classified. As per that classification, the imposition of the taxes will be there. So this is especially called Bandobast system. And as per that Bandobast system, in the Akbar period, we have classification of the lands. That means, so Polaj, Chachar, Banjar. So like this, we have some classifications, Polaj, Chachar, Banjar. So like depends on their cultivating system. Depends on their cultivating system. So Bandobast, as per this Todarmal, the Bandobast system is like this. Okay, this is a good financial system in the period of Akbar. And Akbar introduced Mansabdari system. Who was the Mughal emperor introduced Mansabdar system? They may ask the question like this. That's why Mansabdar system is introduced by Akbar Padishah. What is a Mansabdar system? Mansabdar system means the classification of the army. So the classification of army is called Mansabdar system. So different levels of army. So there is the heads on 500 army, on 1000 army, like this. That is called Mansabdari system. It is in the period of Akbar, this is called Mansabdari system. And Akbar, regarding why I am telling about the Akbar, because Akbar's period is a very important period. He has Hindu army chiefs, Hindu military commanders. For example, Bhagwan Das. Earlier I told Bhagwan Das, Man Singh. So who was Bhagwan Das? He was one of the army commander. And Man Singh. So these are Jodhabai brother Bhagwan Das and Bhagwan Das son Man Singh. So they are the army chiefs in the period of Akbar. But if you see Jahangir period, Shah Jahan period, whatever, so Akbar financial system helped to the successors to make strong the administration. Okay, so this is, we can say, Mughals administration and financial system. And what was the Mughals social conditions? What are the Mughals social conditions? You see, in the Mughals social conditions, generally we have same system as it is Delhi social conditions. So Mughals social conditions, how they were, their social conditions were there. So especially in the period of Mughals, the social conditions, it has divided into three parts. So that is elites and middle class and low class. This is upper classes. Upper classes means the relatives of the Sultan and Jagirdars, they are called upper class people. They are elites. So it is called elites or upper class people. And here the business people, merchants, religious people, they will come under the middle classes. And laborers, working people, they are called low class people. So this is the classification of a social system in the Mughals period. And here there are all the communities and sub-communities are there. Especially women has a low level status, because according to Islamic system, women has no liberty, no freedom. As well as here also, the Muslim, the lady, the position of the woman in the period of Mughals, it has low level status, we can say like that. And here there are women intellectuals also there. For example, women rulers also there. Noor Jahan, Chand Bibi, and Durga Devi, Durgavati. So like this, Gulbadan Begum. So these are the intellectuals and rulers. Some of the women rulers are there. That's why in the social system of the Mughals, some of the ladies having intellectuality, some of the women have the ruling powers. That's why this is the women status in the period of the Mughals. And really, as per the religious system, here actually Mughals are related to Sunni, but in the period of Akbar, we have religious variations, because Akbar guardian Bairam Khan, he has a Shia, is the Shia religionist, and his Guru Abdul Latif, Akbar Guru Abdul Latif, he belongs to Sufi. Akbar, he belongs to Sunni, and his wife, nearby three wives, Jodhabai and etc., they are the Hindus. That's why Akbar period, as per the religious system, it is having mixing religions, different religions. That's why Akbar, he established new religion, that is Din-e-Ilahi. So here Shah Jahan maybe is having same system, and in the period of Aurangzeb, he related to Sunni, as it is Quran, how it is saying. So he followed the Quran system, Quran styles. So Akbar and Jahangir, they were participated in Hindu festivals also, because they have religious, they have no any kind of religious feelings, and they spend their life as a secularists. That's why Akbar and Jahangir, other kings, they participated in Hindu religions. But Aurangzeb, he has not participated, and he prohibited the celebrations also. He has not participated in the Hindus festivals. That's why, so here the different religion system is we are understanding, and especially the literature. What was the literature of the Mughals? Regarding the literature, especially Mughals, they maintained that Persian language. The official language of Mughals, that is a Persian language. So later they followed Hindi, and in South India, so Urdu is the official language. So anyhow, so in the period of the Mughals, we have some literature also. There are some important books are there. Earlier I told them, so in the period of Babur, we have 𝗳𝗏𝗃. It is in Turkish language. 𝗳𝗏𝗃 in Babri, also called Babar Nama. This is the autobiography of Babur. So this book was written by Babur, autobiography of Babur, that is called 𝗬𝗪 𝗧𝗧 or Baburnama. It is in Turkish language. That's why Babur got the title the Prince of Autobiographies. As per this book, Babur has the title the Prince of Autobiographies. So next in the period of Humayun. So in the period of Humayun, Gulbadan Begum, she was daughter of Babur, so sister of Humayun. She wrote Humayun Nama. You know, Gulbadan Begum, one and only woman intellectual in the Mughals. Generally, so women will be not intellectuals in that Mughals period, generally these Muslim systems. But here Gulbadan Begum was the only one and only intellectual in the Mughals. She wrote Humayun Nama, autobiography of Humayun, Humayun life history, Humayun Nama. Basically, Humayun also very intellectual and educated. He has his own library. Humayun has his own library. So Deen Fanaha, it is called Deen Fanaha. So his own library. So he used to spend a maximum period in the library. So if you go to Akbar period, then after Humayun in the Akbar period, so Akbar period as per the literature, in the literature side it is a sound period, because here 𝗹𝗵𝗸, 𝗹𝗵𝗫, there are the brothers. 𝗹𝗵𝗫, he wrote 𝗳𝗍𝗪, 𝗹𝗵𝗫, he wrote 𝗳𝗍𝗪. And in the period of Akbar, we have 𝗂𝗽𝗱 also. 𝗂𝗽𝗱 is a Hindi poet. He was in the period of Akbar. So he wrote 𝗬𝗏𝗺. 𝗂𝗽𝗱 wrote 𝗬𝗏𝗺. So, and in his period, in the Akbar period, Akbar court, we have 𝗬𝗏. He is also one of the Hindi poets. He wrote 𝗬𝗏 and 𝗬𝗪. So he is also in the period of Akbar. And one more important person in the period of Akbar, that is Birbal. So Birbal is the comedian in the period of Akbar. So he is also one of the intellectuals in the period of Akbar. And Tansen is the, a great musician. He found ragas. Tansen, he found Indola raga. Indol. Generally, if you see the musical system, we have some ragas. For example, Amir Khusru. Amir Khusru, he was in the period of Alauddin Khilji, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. So in 6-7 Delhi Sultans period, he stayed in the period of 6-7 Sultans of Delhi Sultans. Amir Khusru, he introduced some ragas in India, like Gora, Sarangi, Sanam. As it is here also, Tansen, he was in the period of Akbar, he introduced Indola raga and Megh Malhari raga. He introduced Indola raga and Megh Malhari raga. You know the greatness of Tansen. So generally in those days, for the rains, whenever Tansen plays music, whenever Tansen sings these Megh Malhari raga, automatically there was raining. Okay, there was raining. Because of musical raga, there was the raining. It is the greatness of Tansen. Megh Malhari raga, it is introduced by Tansen. So whenever he sings that raga, automatically there was the raining. But right now, so the governments are striving for the artificial rains. So what was the chemical for the using for the artificial rains? That is silver iodide. Silver iodide. Because of silver iodide, we are getting artificial rains. But in those days, when they sing these kind of ragas, they will have the rainings. That's why Tansen was a great musician in the period of Akbar. So, and then if you go to Shah Jahan period, in the period of Shah Jahan, so there are the great poet from our Telangana area, Jagannatha Panditudu. Jagannatha Panditudu, he was in the period of in the court of Shah Jahan. Jagannath Panditudu, he wrote so Ganga Lahari. So he wrote Ganga Lahari. It is by Jagannath Panditudu. He was in the period of Shah Jahan. And again you see Amid Lahari. So Ustad Amid Lahari also, he was one of the poets. He also wrote some of the books in the period of Shah Jahan. And if we go to Aurangzeb period, here Aurangzeb period, there is no support from the Aurangzeb. But anyhow, in the period of Mughals, we have literature, great literature, especially, so they developed the Persian language as well as Urdu also developed in those period. And regarding the Mughals architecture, so it is also most important topic in the period of Mughals. So architecture means here the first architecture. First of all, this architecture started in the period of Humayun. Humayun tomb is having a great architecture. So it is in nearby Delhi, Humayun tomb. It is constructed by Hamida Banu. Humayun tomb. First Babur tomb it is in Kabul. But Humayun tomb it is in Delhi. So it is constructed by Hamida Banu. So this is the first tomb or construction by marble stone. And later, so one of the beautiful construction, that is Deen Panaha. Deen Panaha also, this is Humayun's personal library. It is also great construction in Delhi. Then in the period of Akbar, so Akbar period, it is a great period for the architecture. So he constructed Fatehpur Sikri. Akbar constructed Fatehpur Sikri. Fatehpur Sikri, it is a beautiful town. It is constructed by Akbar, Fatehpur Sikri. So he constructed Fatehpur Sikri and changed the capital from Agra to Fatehpur Sikri. So actually Agra, it is the capital to Mughals. Then it is shifted to Fatehpur Sikri. That's why Akbar constructed Fatehpur Sikri. Akbar constructed the great door. It is called Buland Darwaza. Highest door in India, the highest door is Buland Darwaza. It is constructed by Akbar. It is indicating it is for the success on the Gujarat. It is a victory. It is constructed because of victory on Gujarat. So that's why this is a Buland Darwaza also constructed by Akbar. The most beautiful constructions. So in Fatehpur Sikri, it is like a Fatehpur Sikri, Panch Mahal and Jodhbhai Mahal, Jahangir Mahal. There are Mahals. So it is having little bit of Buddhist culture, because you see Akbar, previously I told you, Akbar, he was the first secular king in medieval India. That's why whenever he followed Deen-e-Ilahi, so Deen-e-Ilahi, it is some mixing culture of Hinduism also. Regarding the construction of the Akbar, so especially he constructed Fatehpur Sikri. Fatehpur Sikri constructions having little bit Buddhist culture. So Akbar, he contributed for this constructions, and his contribution is very good regarding this architecture. And Akbar tomb, it is in Sikandar. Akbar tomb, it is in Sikandar. We should remember, we should take these names in the list. We should prepare the list. Tombs of Mughals. Tombs of Mughals. Babur, it is in Kabul. Humayun, it is in Delhi. Akbar, it is in Sikandar. And in between Sher Shah. Sometimes in the competitive examinations they will ask, where is the tomb of Sher Shah Sur? Sassaram. Sher Shah Sur tomb, it is in Sassaram. Akbar tomb, it is in Sikandar. And after Akbar we have Jahangir. So in the period of Jahangir, a great construction, that is the father of Nur Jahan, Ghaz-Beg tomb. It is nearby Agra. It has a Pitru-Dara construction style. The new construction style is introduced in India, that is Pitru-Dara construction style. That means writing the slokas on the walls, tomb walls, and having the flowers also. The different painting there is a Pitra painting system on the tomb of 𝗬𝗪𝗺. 𝗬𝗪𝗺 was father of Nur Jahan. So, and Jahangir tomb it is in Lahore, and Nur Jahan tomb it is also in Lahore. So, both of the tombs it is in Lahore. And next after Jahangir or Nur Jahan we have Shah Jahan. Ultimately, obviously we know that about the constructions of Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan, whenever we say about Shah Jahan, we can remember the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is the beautiful construction, so on the bank of Yamuna river. So it is constructed by the architecture Ustad Muhammad Lahari. He constructed this Taj Mahal. He is the architecture. So from 16, so it is for 22 years. 22 years it is constructed. Taj Mahal it is constructed for 22 years, and 22,000 laborers and 3 crores invested to construction of Taj Mahal. That's why, so Taj Mahal great construction in the period of Shah Jahan. And Red Fort. Red Fort also beautiful construction in the period of Shah Jahan. So Hamid, he was the architect of Red Fort. Red Fort has so many halls, especially Kohinoor Diamond and Peacock Throne, it was in the Red Fort. So the beautiful constructions, Diwani-i-Khas and Diwani-i-Am, so these are there. So Red Fort also a beautiful construction. And Shah Jahan built Shah Jahanabad. Shah Jahan built Shah Jahanabad. It is nearby Delhi. So these are the construction of Shah Jahan. And in the period of Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan tomb it is in Agra. Shah Jahan tomb it is in Agra. And then we have Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb he constructed a tomb, it is in Aurangabad. That is Bibi Ka Maqbara. It is called Bibi Ka Maqbara. It is mini Taj Mahal. It is constructed by Aurangzeb, mini Taj Mahal. So it is in Aurangabad on the name, on the memory of Aurangzeb wife. So especially these are the most important constructions. So this is the Mughals construction styles. So anyhow, so Mughals contribution, the great contribution is there in Indian system, especially the contribution for society, religion, constructions and everything. So this is, you can say, Mughals administration and Mughals social conditions. Especially we should remember about the Akbar system. This is the most important point regarding the competitive, because you see, if they ask any question from Mughals, we should have the idea especially on Akbar's system, because we have lot of questions in the Akbar's administration or Akbar's period. That's why we should remember the information regarding Akbar, especially already earlier I told them. So this is Ibadat Khana and that is Deen-i-Ilahi. These are the most important, because Deen-i-Ilahi it often it is coming in the competitive examinations. That's why it is related to high school textbooks also. That's why, so Akbar, we should concentrate on Akbar's period, especially regarding the Mughals. So this is the information regarding these Mughals. Yeah, so here we discussed until now we discussed Delhi Sultans and Mughals. So especially in these discussions we should remember all the important points, especially the birth. So somebody will have the doubt, are they will they ask the dates? Regarding dates, is it important? So many students are going to ask like that, but in the competitive system dates are not important, but we should remember the dates. So whenever we discuss the subject, so we should remember all the dates also. This is the part of the subject. That's why, so especially here in the Mughals, the wars which are the wars where it is happened, the dates of the wars and the agreements or treaties and the ruling of the kings from which period to which period, these dates also we should remember. So regarding Mughals, especially there are so many dates because the Mughals are, we have 15 Mughals. That's why from Babur to Bahadur Shah Jafar to up to last ruler, we should remember all the dates. What is the period? What is the period of, for example, Babur. What is the period of Babur? What is the ruling period of Babur? That is 1526 to 1530. So we should remember this date. So and what is the period of Humayun? Humayun period, that is 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. He has two ruling periods, that is 1530 to 1540 and 10 years gap. In these 10 years, the great ruler, he ruled our India, Delhi area, North India, that is 𝗧𝗪 𝗺. That's why we will teach about the 𝗧𝗪 𝗺 later. But now, so Humayun, he has two periods, two sessions. And then from 1556 to 1605, this is the period of Akbar. So 1556 to 1605. In the period of Akbar, we have the second battle of Panipat. This is most important. First battle of Panipat in the period of Akbar, second battle of Panipat in the period of, so first battle of Panipat it is in the period of Babur and second battle of Panipat it is in the period of Akbar. Just we remember between whom these wars are happened. So first Panipat it is between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi, and second Panipat, so many people will have the confusion. So second Panipat it is happened between whom? So that is Akbar and Hemu. Hemu is also called Hemachandra. So he was last and first and last Hindu ruler in medieval India. So actually in medieval India nobody has ruled, no Hindu has ruled Delhi Sultanate or Delhi area in medieval India. But one and only ruler, that is Hemu. So he ruled medieval India for just 1 month, like that, 1-2 months. Then he fought with Akbar against Akbar. He defeated by Akbar in second Panipat, war of second Panipat. That's why we should remember first Panipat, battle of first Panipat and battle of second Panipat. So this is Akbar's period, is the most important period. And next to Jahangir, his period, so we should remember, so 1605 to 1628, this is a Jahangir period. Here we have one important point, that is junta. We should remember that junta. And next to Shah Jahan. So Shah Jahan is from 1628 to 1658, this is a Shah Jahan period. And then 1658 to 1707, this is a Aurangzeb period. That's why these dates are most important, because if you are having any question, so when you understand, when you remember the dates during the periods, it will be easy to remember.
కింది వాటిలో భారతదేశంలోని